Hello, friends, and welcome once again to Uli Green. June 5th is the World Environment Day. And starting this June 5th for the next 10 years, United Nations has decided that this is going to be a decade for ecosystem restoration, which is 2021 to 2030. And it also invites us to be part of this restoration project. Now, some very interesting resources that we found as we went through this project is what we wanted to share with you. And this is where we thought our action towards helping this project should start. So, like the way we are sharing this with you, please do remember to share it with as many people as possible, at least 10 people whom you know, so that they can also be informed that there is something like this. At the heart of this project is something called as a playbook. Now, this playbook is available on the World Environment Day global website, and the link is also given down here in the video. You can download the book and go through it in detail. Now, continuing this video, I'm also going to share with you a summary of what is there in the book so that it can probably inform you and inspire you to do something for being part of #Generation Restoration. You can get this playbook from www.worldenvironmentday.global. Okay, that's already there. And this is the page which you land up. You click on this menu, you will get about, did you know, latest, get involved, media center and contact. Click on get involved, and the third option is playbook. You click on that and it will take you to this page, which basically gives you an outline about what the playbook is all about, and it gives you an option to download the playbook. I've already downloaded the playbook, so I'll straight away take you to what is the content of the playbook. This is how the playbook looks. Ecosystem Restoration Playbook, a practical guide to healing the planet. That's really powerful. Okay. Now, this book basically has 21 pages. It has a lot of information which is useful and can probably help you take up a project for ecosystem restoration. I'm not going to take you through the whole book, but some things which are important, like this book actually tries to give you some insights into how you can be part of this #Generation Restoration. It says that there are three options. One is you want to be really in the thick of it. You can be a person of action. This is what you can do. Okay, and action could be something like starting your own restoration project of some ecosystem which you have seen, which you know. Or it could be maybe if you don't have time for that, you can probably be a volunteer in some project which is already happening elsewhere. Or something simpler could be that you can have some choices in terms of your behavior modification which can contribute to restoring the ecosystem. This could be behavior choices, that could be places where you're trying to help other projects by maybe giving some funds. And if these two are not exactly a cup of tea, you can probably use your voice and spread the word that something like this is happening, and more people, if they want to be part of it, this is how you can do it. As part of the playbook, the United Nations also has identified 8, and here in this playbook it's actually given 7. If you go to the website, you'll find 8, but this is actually summarized. Nothing is missing over here. They just renamed it. And they say that these are the ecosystems which actually need to be restored urgently. Forests and trees, rivers and lakes, towns and city, which is the urban context, and oceans and coasts, farmlands and grasslands, mountains and peatlands. So these are the different ecosystems that have to be that would actually give maximum benefit if restored. And each of these, they have given details in terms of what can be done and how it is to be done. So very informative, and it also gives a lot of resources which you can go again, dive deeper into and know more about it. For people who want to get into the action, it also tries to give some guidelines, and one of the guidelines is if you want to take up a project, it suggests that you try and know your local ecosystems first. Because your local ecosystem, it could probably be the oceans, which is more important, or it could be the wetlands or peatlands. So try to identify that. Then look for the reasons why the ecosystem has degraded, And once you know this, then you should look for the answers. And looking for the answers, you can use this vast resource, this platform, as a source of solution for a lot of the answers. And it also, another interesting thing is that it says that you can start a camp, like ecosystem restoration camps, which can actually get a lot of people with the know-how from different parts of the country, different parts of the world, to be part of your camps, which can help you in the restoration. I followed this link and visited the restoration camps, and it says that a lot of camps are currently happening across the world. And see, this is how the map looks like. Despite COVID, a lot of things seem to be happening. One of the camps which I came across in India was the camp Kheti, which is happening in Bihar, and this camp is working with the local people to restore the dry land of Bihar. And you have an option where you can apply as a volunteer to join the camp. Okay, so you can either start a camp like this, or maybe you can be part of some camps. So know your local ecosystems, understand why this ecosystem is degrading, and try to find answers. It also talks about some principles and guidelines, because if you get into a project, they suggest that the first and most important thing you should do is try to get all the key stakeholders on board. Okay, because there will be a lot of people who are currently depend on the ecosystem as the way it is. So you need to get them also to be part of the project, so that you don't have any problems, challenges as you move forward. So very important, very important point. And like any other project, you should have goals, and you should have a way of measuring your progress. Another important point which is mentioned over there is that it says that try to help nature help itself. Now, an example which they have given there is that if, for example, you are trying to have an afforestation project, the playbook suggests that you should try and plant trees which are native to that locality, rather than trying and bringing plants from elsewhere, which would actually end up destroying the ecosystem further. So don't overdo your help. You should actually, to a certain extent, if you remove the issues which are actually causing degradation itself, nature can actually work itself on its own. Okay, so in terms of action, these are some of the points which I mentioned. Then it further goes, and for those of you who are looking at some of the behavior choices, it actually suggests 4 options. It says go green, you can live lighter, you can eat right, and you can be part of fund restoration projects. Go green, live light, and eat right are fairly straightforward and simple. Fund restoration, it actually refers to a platform which I tried to visit, and this platform is actually talking about a lot of projects. You can create a project and put it up. Obviously there is a process for it. You can put up a project, and there are a lot of projects which they have listed here, like transforming coastal communities in India is a project which is happening. This is a project from Indonesia, another one from Ghana. This is a major project. It's a project which is happening across the breadth of Africa. Project from Brazil, project from Colombia, which is reforesting ecosystems degraded by illegal gold mining, and farmers which are reforesting the Amazon. So a lot of projects are happening. You want to be part of it by way of contributing something, this is also an option. So action and choices, and the third one is voices. And voices, it says that if there is nothing else that you can do, use your voice. The best way for us to probably use our voice is to voice our thoughts to others. So once again, requesting you to share this information with others so that others can also know about it. If I had not done this research, I would have probably never knew this information. And I'm sure that there are a lot of others who would actually love to know this information and do something about this. So once again, I request you to be part of #Generation Restoration and share this information with as many people as possible, and try and be part of this project. This is Biju Neelambaran signing off for Only Green, where Only Green is all about making this world a greener place. Thank you.